Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. A top 5 showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Florida State Seminoles. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week in practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Florida State's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, it's Jackson. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Out wide right, it's Wiley. Off and running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield, it's Berry. He's going to go for a big one. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. We talked about it earlier, now this home crowd making life difficult. On the ground, it's Jackson. Got the first down. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Auburn. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quick give. It's Croma. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Back to throw, it's Sperry. Right side, it's Croma. At the 40, there he goes. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know he just gave a rousing speech.
Makes the catch at the 20. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Welcome to college. First carry for the freshman. Touchdown Seminoles! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Quick spin on the run. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Doak. He'll take it himself. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Rolls right. Throwing on the run. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they hooked up Marty once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeps it moving. It's Jackson. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
The Tigers have this offense rolling. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here's Lewis to throw. Hauls it in. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the right. See some running room. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it. It's Johnson. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Great job and contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Trying to get through the noise, it's Lewis. Has to throw it away on third down.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Chroma. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
Tight end now in motion. Back to throw, it's Barry. Unloads to the right. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, going to throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Makes the grab almost in the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
It's a nice job running the end route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Third and short now from their own 48. Making the adjustment. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Third and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get it through the air. Just got rid of that one.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Throwing, Lewis. He wants to go deep. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason polls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Here's Lewis. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Makes a grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. Pass to 6. He's loose down the left side. To the house. Touchdown, Auburn.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Moves the pocket. It's Sperry. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I think the quarterback at this point just needs to settle down. We saw the interception earlier in the game, and all of a sudden on that throw, just really bad fundamentals. The quarterback just needs to settle himself, get himself into a rhythm, trust his fundamentals, because that's going to help his accuracy.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Out wide left, it's Lopez. Could not make his way to the corner. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. He's got it down the left side. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Out wide right, it's Croma. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. No good. All points are important, guys, but that one still leaves you with a 3-possession deficit down by 17. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Iowa, taking on the number 15 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Hawkeyes coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Right side, it's Lopez. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throws it off the RPO. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Changing the routes with his receivers. To the air, it's Berry. Finds his man. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And, Jesse, you have a slot receiver like this. He can create matchup nightmares for a defense.
No doubt about it, Reese. And him and this quarterback, they really are on the same page. He's so deliberate with his route running. The quarterback knows exactly where he's going to be and when he's going to be there. And that's why they're so tough to stop.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on 2nd down. Back's got it on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They've got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Dropping back, it's Berry. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it. Stepping to the right. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Florida State! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Third quarter here, 2nd and 10 as we are getting this season underway in the opening week. Lewis. Left side, it's Jackson. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Now on 1st down from the 30. Looking for space. It's Jackson. Still running at the 40. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wide left, it's Eccles. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Makes him talk to the hand. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He's over 150 yards rushing, channeling his Lionel Little Train James, James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Brent Fullwood, a great legacy of Auburn running backs.
And let's go to the age where people like me actually remember and were alive. Ronnie Brown, Cadillac Williams.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. We've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays. And those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Sperry. Rush right in his face. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And guys, he just didn't get outside the tackle box. You can't throw it away like that. 2nd and long after the grounding call. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Look out! Blasted as he lets it go.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Seminoles come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Fresh set of downs going up top. He'll pull it down and run. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Headed for the 4th quarter now, and this quarterback battle looks like this. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Berry. Oh, pressure's coming. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Got him in the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida
I'm not
State.
scared.
Well, that was easy.
Pass rush? Question mark? I mean, you got to affect the quarterback. These quarterbacks are way too good nowadays. You can't blame the secondary. Who am I going to go point to back there? Defensive line has to do a better job making that quarterback feel uncomfortable. You can't have that long to throw the football.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So here comes the Auburn offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. The give to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Well, we're here in the 4th quarter, and this guy is still running hard. Really nice job on that run, breaking it off. He needs to start thinking about staying in bounds, though. He went out that time, but you want to try to bleed seconds off the clock because you have the lead here in this game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Defense might bring the house here. He's stopped.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Lewis. They're all over him. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Straight ahead, it's Croma. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. And the Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass, it's Berry. Sends it downfield. Got it in stride of the 15. Touchdown, no! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Look, let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense can have some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Here's Lewis to throw. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
That is how you start a drive. You need the physical challenge on 1st down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Secures it at the 30. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Moving out to the right. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got two of those on that one. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Hits inside, it's Croma. Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass, it's Sperry. Makes the grab down the middle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Hey, and this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys catching the football or get the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You've got a good rhythm right here. You're in a good position in the field to go win this thing, but you've got to be really smart with your play calls.
So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and life is much better. Complete in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Picked off to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. The 50, inside the 40, the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And this defense needed a big-time play to get back in this game. I'm not sure why the offense was throwing, but great job by the defense, still locked in. Didn't leave anybody open. Forces the INT, and we are still on life support, but we are not dead yet.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation.